Get in, lads. Diego and I are here to talk about the new, revamped comeback Super League that everybody loved the first time around, and they decided what better to do it than let's wait a year and let's go back again. So they're coming back with it. We're gonna give you guys a recap of everything that's going on, explain everything if you guys haven't kept up with it at all, and then give you our opinions on it as always. So like I said, the Super League is coming back, or it's planned to come back, or whatever. Um, if you remember, about a year and a half ago, they tried to do it. It was probably one of the biggest events in football history, and probably ever. Fan riots, protests, clubs having to change their minds because they were originally involved in the Super League, and they have to reverse. Diego and I were talking about no longer supporting our clubs at the time if they went through with the
Right.
Super League.
That's right.
Um,
I was
yeah,
genuinely
which
thinking, Leicester's not a bad club to follow.
yeah,
That was a, that
and
was
then
that was a bad call because they're not in the Prem anymore.
I know at the time I was like, Leeds is pretty cool.
Yeah. Also
So
relegated.
yeah, so we're glad that didn't happen. We're glad
Yeah.
our clubs took the initiative to back out. Like I'm a Chelsea fan, Dave was a Tottenham fan. Chelsea were one of the first clubs to back out on the day, and that made me really proud. And then Tottenham followed suit afterwards. Um, but yes, like I said, Super League might be coming back. So originally, European Court of Justice issued a statement saying that UEFA and FIFA cannot impose sanctions on clubs that were to join the Super League, which was originally their plan. They had threatened that if any club participating in a UEFA competition joined the Super League, then they would be fined or they would be excluded from their competition or something like that.
Hmm.
The European Court of Justice concluded that that's not possible. You can't be doing that. And after that, it's kind of where it all picked up steam again. Super League felt as though they could come back, and it looks like they are. Um, so yeah, Super League right now consists of Juventus, Barca, Real Madrid, big three, probably three of the biggest clubs in the world, but the three clubs that have consistently been involved in this. Um, Despite no one wanting them to, they're the only ones that are in favor of it. Multiple clubs, pretty much every other club on the face of the planet, even like second division Serie A teams, um,
Yeah.
are 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 acknowledging that they do not want to join the Super League, do not care for the Super League, including the likes of Chelsea, Dortmund, Copenhagen, Sevilla, things like that. They've all announced things like that. So it's interesting to see what's going to transpire here because, like Florentino Perez, Real Madrid club president, has made a statement saying that they, pretty much that they're in favor of it. But some of the clubs haven't. I don't know. It's a lot. Diego, what do you think on the whole bringing it back?
um, I think. I mean, I haven't changed my mind since we last talked about it. Like what, a year ago or
Mm-hmm.
more. Um, I still think, like, what is the point? Because
Mm-hmm.
they're not replacing the Champions League. They're just adding more games for clubs to play when players already are like, we're dying out here.
Mm-hmm.
And I know people always say like, "Oh, you get paid so much. Why are you complaining?" But like, genuinely, physically,
Doesn't
the money can
matter.
only handle so much.
Yeah.
And players have constantly been saying like, "Yeah, we replace so many fucking games now, and yet
Yeah.
you want to give us another European? No, 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 no." And we know they're gonna have like a bunch of brand deals, so the executives can earn their money,
Mm-hmm.
and the players are just gonna run themselves dead. It's a bad idea. It's not gonna work, and a lot of the bigger clubs are already saying no. Like,
Yeah.
oh, what if Real Madrid says yes? Great. I guess that's one club you have in there. You
Yeah.
don't
Like
need more than one.
exactly.
So honestly, I just hope it dies out again, and then these stupid idiots who keep offering this learn their fucking lesson. But I don't know. They seem to be pushing it more and more and more. And is Perez behind this one again? Is that what you just said?
Florentino Perez is definitely one of the leading factors in
Yeah,
the
of
creation of the
course he
Super
is.
League. Yeah.
Of course he is. Yeah.
I mean, the big argument that a lot of these people are making, higher ups in support of the Super League, are they're trying to change football before it dies. They think that the current standard of football, the current systems of football, are limited in how long they can exist for, which is stupid. I mean, this has been
What?
going on
What?
for literally over a century now,
What y'all
and
talking about?
yeah,
Take your
football.
meds. Let's relax.
Football changes when it needs to change. We're not at a moment where it needs to change.
Yeah.
They're trying to be ahead of the curve. They're trying to be the front runners for this new era of football. But there's no new era of football that needs to be made. I mean, like no one wants change. First of all,
No.
Champions League. as of right now, apparently they're still thinking about it, and it might be reversed. But next year, the Champions League format is going to be changed. It's more of a Swiss league football kind of style, where there's um, a group, and then like the top certain amount of teams make it out of the group, and then go into the knockout round. It adds more games, blah blah blah. No one cares for it. I'm sure it's one of those things where after a certain while, like okay, whatever. But I think everyone just concerns just the little group stages
Yeah,
and then the knockouts after that. I think we all prefer that. So UEFA, seeing that Super League is picking back up again, I think they're really trying to appeal to their fans again. Like that
yeah,
definitely was a cash grab because it was more money. Now it's like, okay, we need to keep the fans on the side. Let's do that. As for the Super League, potential format was announced. I'm not sure by who. I'm just reading off Fabrizio Romano's tweets. He didn't apply a source under here. But we're gonna so 64 teams total. It's gonna be 3 divisions in the way that Premier League has the Prem, or the EFL has the Prem, Championship, League One. It's gonna be Star, Gold, and Blue with promotions, relegations. I read something along the lines of like they'll have a playoff at the end of the season. It's very American. They'll have a playoff at the end of the season, and like the 2 clubs that make it to the final get promoted for the next year, something like that. And then the bottom 2 or 3 get relegated, something like that. There are 14 games each season per team, 7 at home, 7 away. It's going to be an open competition, and like I said, there'll be 2 phases: league and playoffs. It definitely is interesting. It definitely is an interesting like concept, and
yeah.
it's not the worst thing. It's not the worst concept in the world, but obviously, I mean, you compare it to Champions League and everything that's going on already. You don't want to have to deal
It's
with that.
just an unnecessary addition.
Yeah,
We aren't lacking more tournaments. That
yeah,
is not an issue we're talking about.
yeah.
We're not like, man, there should be more football games. No, we
Exactly,
have so many already.
exactly. Yeah, and then like I said, teams like I'm just gonna name off purely for Fabrizio Romano's tweets of teams that
Yeah.
have rejected Super Club: Atletico Madrid, United, Bayern Munich, Sevilla, um, Dortmund, Chelsea, Tottenham, Copenhagen. The Premier League. I mean, whole countries and leagues. I think the Serie A already has. I think the La Liga or Ligue 1 already has. The Prem has denounced it. Roma has it. I'm going to say what UEFA President Alexander Seferin has said, which, I mean, I don't like him anyway, but I am
Yeah.
Team Seferin in this. He quotes saying, "We will not try to stop them. They can create whatever they want. I hope they start their top competition as soon as possible with 2 clubs. Football is not for
Oh,
sale. They can do it if they want, but no one's going to
I
care if
mean,
it's
it's funny
freaking,
football's
if
not for
it's,
sale because he's definitely a money grabbing
yeah,
dickhead. But he's spitting right here. He
he's spitting.
he's spitting. You know, a man can say 100 stupid things, but get one of those right, and he got this one right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He also says, quote, I've seen the press leads of English reporters calling it like the zombie league. It's close to Christmas. They saw a box under the tree and started to celebrate. But then when they opened the box, they realized there was not much inside. What a baller,
Wow,
dude. What a
wow,
freaking
wow,
baller.
bro,
Uh,
poets. We got poets out here.
we got poets. I'm going to read off what the Premier League said as well. They said, quote, today's ruling does not endorse Super League, and the Premier League continues to reject any such concept. Supporters are of vital importance to the game, and they have time and again made clear their opposition to a quote breakaway competition that severs the link between domestic and European football. Reiterates its commitment to the clear principles of open competition that underpin the success of domestic and international football competitions. I think seeing the Super League create an open thing. Remember originally, like last year,
Mhm.
their whole thing, and a big issue was that it wasn't an open. It was a selected group of clubs, the biggest clubs in the world, or aka the clubs that are going to get the most money, would be selected to participate, and no one else would have a chance to be brought in. In comparison to
Yeah,
at least the Champions League, you have these success stories of smaller clubs making it pretty far, and it's a great thing. That was a big issue with Super League. Them this time around changing it so that it is an open competition already shows they're losing this whole debacle, because they're already trying to back away from what they're originally standing for because they know they're not going to win with that. And I'm curious what they're going to change next. I do know apparently all the games will be free to watch, and that is definitely a big thing for
yeah, that is a big
for
thing.
for a lot of fans. And if this were to go through like that, I would appreciate that. At least I'm not paying for that bullshit. And so at least it's something to watch. But it's like there's so much they need to make up for, and by the time that they implement everything, it's going to be just the Champions League. Like
Yeah, it
everything
is.
they want that fans would want. It's just a waste of time, waste of money, waste of effort.
Turns out there's no point. Great job.
Look at that. Look at that. Turns
Wow, wow.
it's so dumb. It's so
And
dumb.
my favorite part is like the first time, people were still like unsure. It was new. We were like, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Hmm.
Now we all know. We all know. Everybody immediately we're like, nah, we're good.
Hmm.
Nah, sorry.
Every single footballing power in the world, besides the ones that think they have all the power, the ones that have had too much free reign in Barca, Real Madrid, and Juventus,
Yeah,
are trying. It's just a money thing. I mean, look at these clubs. Juve have been caught cheating twice in the past 20 years.
yeah.
Barca, they're this today. I think they played a league game yesterday, and they're flying to Texas today to play a friendly against Club America the day after a league game with most of their first team because of the revenue. It's just for the revenue. Yeah, yeah.
Is that
It's
real?
there.
Wait.
Swear to God. Swear to God. Thursday they're playing friendly. Wednesday they're playing a league match game.
Oh shit! Today at 6. You're right.
Mm-hmm. All for the money. Literally all for the money. So 2 out of 3 clubs are already just trying to grab cash. It's it's
Yeah,
it's very obvious. It's very obvious.
yeah.
Real Madrid can do whatever the hell they want. For them, it's probably just a pride thing or Barca's doing it. Let's do it too. Um, so it's just dumb. It's dumb. It's all based on European pedigree apparently as well. Like clubs that initially make it in, like there's no qualification to start it. It's based on European pedigree. So does that mean that like Nottingham Forest will start off in the Super League, but like Arsenal wouldn't get an invitation?
Yeah.
Like so then I don't understand. Are you trying to make it a merit-based system, or like a historical thing, or are you trying to make the most money, or I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I have no sympathy for anyone who supports them because it's not going to work. It's never going to happen. So
It's just, man. It's like they can try to pretend and hide it and like think it's some. I don't know. I don't know who they're trying to convince because they're not convincing anyone
yeah,
but themselves that. Oh yeah, we have an idea here. We're cooking. Like
yeah,
nah, y'all ain't
yeah.
cooking. Y'all burnt this shit 3 times already. Like come on.
Uh,
The same.
uh, it's Laporta, FC
Yeah,
Barcelona,
yeah,
FC
yeah.
Barca's president also made a video claiming that it's not an attack on national leagues and it will help them become more balanced and competitive.
How? How?
How?
How?
I don't.
Explain, please,
If
please.
what makes the Prem competitive, the top six, right? You
Yeah.
want to be in the top six because you get European football. You get
Right.
that means more money. That means
Better
better
pool
chance
for
to
players.
exactly better pool for players. More supporters will be interested. Better experiences for the club as a whole. Uh,
Yeah.
and to have a system instead where it's just pedigree based, you don't qualify for anything. You just get selected. There's no competition there. You need to know what to do to get selected?
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense. Like, what's the point? Yeah, I mean, I'm scrolling through football Twitter right now, and not a single person is like, I haven't seen anyone supporting it besides the presidents of the club. Um, yeah, it's dumb. There's a meme right here. It's like the planned clubs is Real Madrid, Barcelona, and then the like National League clubs from the Premier League because no one else wants to play for them.
Right.
It's just
Yeah.
so dumb. It's so dumb. I mean, you have teams like Girona now, I mean, understandably, but you have teams like I said earlier, Pescara in the second division of Serie A or of Italy rejecting it. no, no one wants to play this
Come
game.
on.
It's just
Come on,
dumb.
bro.
It's just
Read the
dumb.
room.
Read the room. According to Mundo Deportivo, Barca and Real Madrid are set to receive €1 billion from the Super League.
Whoa, what a
Wow.
surprise.
But they probably don't care about it. They probably don't
Wow.
care about it. They don't want to do it for competition.
Oh
They
yeah,
want to do it
the
for competition.
competition.
So
The
it's
the love of the game.
it's for the love of the game. It's not for the billion in euros that they might receive to keep
No,
them on
that's
top
just
because
like,
they
it's nice.
yeah it's cool. It's
It's
you
cool.
can McDonald's one more time during the week, but yeah, it's just dumb. I don't
Yeah.
understand. I don't understand. I'm trying to see if there's anything more here, but I don't. Yeah, I mean it's just that like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just upsetting. It's just upsetting. If you've made it to this
This
point,
isn't confusing. This isn't like, oh, what do we decide? No, it's pretty straightforward. It's
no,
just,
it's very straightforward. If you're a
yeah,
supporter of football, of the system that we have now, and how that smaller clubs can get a chance to shine on the big stage, don't support this.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't like. you make it to European competition. You finish the top of your league, make it to European competition. Maybe for the first time in ever. Let's look at Girona. They make it to the Champions League, right, this year. That's it. They make it to the Champions League next year, and they get to play the likes of Bayern Munich, of Barcelona. I mean, they're going to play Barcelona, Manchester City, PSG, things like that. But let's say if the Super League was in play, and they win the league, or they get second or third, whatever, and they're just like in the third division of whatever this Super League is, like, what's the point? Why aren't they playing with the big boys? I love having an annual episode of the Super League.
Keep it going. Keep it prepared. Next year, let's do another one.
Dude, this is gonna be great. At what point do they just do it, and all of us like we're like just tired of it, and they're just like, yeah, just fuck off, just fucking do it. I don't care.
just come on. Yeah.
Yeah. Who cares? If you made it to this point in the video, let us know your opinions in the comments below, please, because we of course want to know. Even if you're in support of it, there are some people out there who comment on our videos and they've never agreed with us on anything, and that might be in support of it, and we still want to hear from you. There's one person out there I'm thinking of. I'm not going to name him or them, but there's one person who always comments something that's against our beliefs, and feel free to comment again. Feel free to comment again if you're. Yeah. But I think that's generally it. Do you have anything to add, Dio?
I don't. That's, like I said, this is a pretty open and shut case. I don't think we got a lot to.
Yeah.
To like controversial opinions here. Like, nah.
Yeah. Definitely keep an eye on it. For yourselves, we'll have more content coming out in the coming days if there is more content to be uploaded. I mean, I hope there isn't, to be honest. I hope this is a one and done thing, and we don't have to worry about it ever again. But but greed is a powerful thing. Greed is a
damn strong thing.
It is. I think that's it. If you got to this point, make sure to like, subscribe. Diego is in a construction zone right now, so we're gonna get him out of there. Like I said, like, subscribe. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, let us know in the comments down below. Like the video, all that jazz. I'll see you guys later.